Actually, I thought they counted like creeps
10 seconds remaining.
on the tomb. Okay, that's sick.
Dire team back.
Also, Undying can't do anything if Brood gets on top of him.
Well, there goes that PL. Trying to remove some of No-Tail's heroes.
Funnick does play Brood, by the way. But I don't know if he's
Does?
going to pick it. I've seen his Brood before. I seem to
10
remember at least.
seconds remaining.
It's looking very good.
5 seconds remaining.
If, let's say there were no more bans now and we just went into a pick, what would you get for OG against these two first cores for crit? What's better,
crits,
Wyvern?
Wyvern's super good.
Wyvern's good against Viper and Tusk.
It's okay versus Viper.
It's good against Viper.
Really good against Tusk. And it's, you know, it's good for what Shadow Fiend and Undying want to do. Just go up and push towers. You can keep your creep on the wave if you cold embrace your creep, so it doesn't take any tower damage.
That's got to be something Empire are considering right now. Targeting the supports here and then maybe stealing the Wyvern away. What would that put? Okay, they're actually going to ban the Dark
If
Six.
Dazzle's still in though, surely if you get a Dazzle and Undying with Shadow Fiend, you can just push like crazy early. Nearly
Yeah, with
double.
AA banned, it's actually an option.
They
Also
should
would've
take the
been brilliant.
Dazzle and look for the Broodmother as the 4th pick.
Yeah, I like that
I think
a lot.
that'd be super good. But will they do it?
10 seconds remaining.
Minus something else?
Ban Wyvern, pick Dazzle. Wyvern's also good against Brood.
5 seconds remaining.
It would be one of the two regardless, right?
I think so.
Even if they would
Reserve
ban out the
time.
Dazzle, they would have to pick up the Wyvern because otherwise OG will probably take it instead.
This is good if they get
Dire
Brood.
team
Do I got this? Do I have this call?
Good call, Peter.
What if...
I mean, when you make the call, it's like
It was a good call.
it's like standard, you know. It's more like when you don't make the call, everybody's like, "What's going on?"
I'm
True.
excited.
You had a call yesterday that was sick on the last pick
It's a
here.
centaur pick.
Yeah, the Centaur. See, that's a sick call.
It's such a good feeling. You like call the pick. It's like my favorite part of doing this.
Predict the
10
drafts.
seconds remaining.
What do you reckon for next one then?
Which, for the record, going away from the draft,
5
having
seconds
PPD here
remaining.
makes it much easier for us to have good calls too,
Reserve time.
because when we say something dumb, you're like, no, that's not a possibility. So we gotta throw it out, and then it limits our options.
True.
Let's see. They can do Rubik maybe? I mean, that's a crit hero.
Boom! Okay, let's
That
go
was
next.
obvious. That was
Good
obvious.
call, Peter.
That was
Good
obvious.
We're gonna continue.
That was easier.
Are you still sticking with your Brood?
Let's just keep going.
I think Brood's the best pick. I don't know if they're gonna pick it.
I
Which
agree with Brood being amazing.
Which other hero would you get if it's not Brood? You can have a plan B.
They have been running Tusk on Funnick though, right?
Both Funnick and
Aloha Dance plays it.
Hello Dance. Right.
Are we even sure that this is a support Tusk? I guess the possibility is there.
It could be a support Tusk. Definitely a
5
possibility.
seconds remaining.
I'm thinking about whether or not Silent's gonna play Viper or somebody else will. Or if Resolution's gonna play it.
Resolution
'Cause they
played
could
it
do-
yesterday
They
twice.
could do a different mid laner
Yeah.
and have Viper in the safe lane.
It's just the way they picked it, it just looked like they wanted to counter the SF with the
definitely,
order
but
they did. But they can change their
There's
plans.
plenty of heroes that
to
are
throw
good
them
against SF though.
If Silent doesn't play Gyrocopter, which heroes does he play?
Oh, they could do
on. Juggernaut.
Lycan.
They could do what?
They could do
like
their
it, yeah.
Crosswax Invoker and then have Brood as well. And then Viper Brood is enough carry. And have Crosswax Invoker running around.
Well, they're taking their time. See if they come to the same conclusion of the Brood Mother.
They might want to try and wait on Brood until until a 5th pick, but OG may or may not ban it. It's nice that they have the Tusk though, because Tusk can be an offlaner or a support, so.
Earthshaker's still in the pool, by the way. Would he fit in either of the teams?
Earthshaker from Moon is a possibility.
We saw Earthshaker Funnick earlier as well.
Like I said before, very
Not
good
sure if you
against
want
Tusk.
to pick it into the Rubik.
Not yet, but well, we saw people picking it yesterday into.
Oh, it
the
wasn't
Rubik.
great. It wasn't
It
great.
wasn't great, but it happened.
What offlaners is there still left? Beastmaster?
Clockwork, Beast, Brood.
Ad Rider, okay.
All right,
Nope.
called it.
Dire
No
team
Brood, guys.
pick.
Did you?
This is Funnick's hero, correct?
The one hero of the tournament that's been played a lot that we didn't mention as a possible pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Bat is pretty good here though.
It's
I like
all right.
it.
Into Rubik?
I mean, yeah, it's one hero, but it's awesome against Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
Like Bat Rider Juggernaut, maybe? pretty good against SF.
10 seconds.
It's also good against the Tombstone in the sense that you could drag the hero away, get the quick kill, and the Tombstone suddenly becomes out of position if you throw in a very forward spot.
Juggernaut's good for OG as well. Right? Pretty decent.
Reserve time.
It's a note. We need a no-till here, no?
Yeah.
We do.
Is it Meepo time?
There's a Meepo still.
Meepo's actually really good.
No Till and Moon, still no hero. So if you would consider the Meepo, would you not go for Moon's hero first?
They're not picking Meepo until last. That's I'm almost 100% sure they don't.
Team Empire have picked Meepo before. So I'm saying, and they do have the Dazzle as well on top of
They
it.
have once. They are 1-0 with
Wasn't
hero.
that with Dendi a stand-in and Dendi played it?
No, it was Resolution.
Yep.
Resolution Meepo, really?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, there's our Moon Meander hero, Night Stalker.
Team Empire's turn to
Has the
battle.
potential to be a Moon Meander on dying. I've seen him play it a couple times, but I think offlane, the core Night Stalker is more likely.
Nice Stalker on dying off lane.
Yeah, it's an okay lane. Pretty good.
I think Undyne needs to help mid more, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
10 seconds
The Rubik could camp
remaining.
mid as well.
Does Meepo still fit in this lineup?
5 seconds
For OG.
remaining.
It can. It's.
I think it's pretty good.
They don't have a lot of catch though. That's the one thing they're lacking. But generally, OG just likes to kind of death ball behind their Shadow Fiend. In most games, they have Dazzle though. This game, they don't have that kind of sustained heal. They may look to just try and like dive towers with Undying and Night Stalker. So
Safe
maybe
lane Omni Knight.
We'll see an ultra aggressive hero
There we
from
go.
for no-tail here.
Oh, they do take out the Meepo.
10
Yeah,
seconds
smart
remaining.
bit. I'm not sure what no-tail hero we have left right now. I know he plays Juggernaut. I know he
5
plays
seconds
Beastmaster.
remaining.
Juggernaut would give some sustain for SF.
Alchemist?
Reserve time.
You fight with a blink, you
They
get
could
an
do
early
some-
medallion.
They could do some like Slark or even Luna.
Does
for
Lycan
night
work
vision.
for Empire?
Empire's turn
You have the
to
heal
pick.
for the Wolves, you have the push off to get a Bat Rider pick.
Lycan. Yeah, Lycan's fine. Very good against Undying, but the laning phase is rough.
Well, you're laning just against a Night Stalker, right?
That's
If you
true.
put
I
him
mean,
safe lane.
with Dazzle to help
Yeah.
you, should be
You
probably
get away
fine.
with it.
Lycan is a questionable hero at the moment, I think, though. Not awesome.
I think Dazzle is going to be spending more time
10
mid than in safe
seconds
lane this game,
remaining.
so I think they want someone who's more self-sustainable than...
Well, they'd like their
5
Lunas in the
seconds
past.
remaining.
How would it be here?
She loses one-on-one to Night Stalker, right? She's going to need help.
Reserve time.
You can just go super
Not a-
aggressive with a
not a
Mango
fan
or
of
two and
Luna.
an Orb of Venom.
I bet crit steals the Lunar
Eclipse.
flips like every time.
What else does Silent play? Let's see.
I like Jugger. I think it's multi-purpose. It's
10 seconds
fairly good against the
remaining.
Tombstone. You can hit it while you're spinning. All right,
Take over
never mind.
Luna.
They actually go for it.
Dire
Not so
team
sure. I like the Jugger also because it would take it away from OG. It's one of the remaining no-tail heroes we've seen quite a bit.
Let's see if that's the one we're gonna.
I have no idea what they're gonna.
I think the Juggernaut
what
works.
gonna play here.
If
See, I
they
don't-
lift in the spin for lane and stuff.
Yeah, Juggernaut's. I mean, it's fine, but it's not like a.
I think Alk gives them another catch hero, which they lack right now. If you go for the blink
10
stun.
seconds
What about safe lane
remaining.
Slardar?
Safe
Oh, there.
Slardar.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
Yeah, that seems pretty
5
good.
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
I can get down with that.
Reserve time. 10
Well, let's find out
seconds
what is
remaining.
important for Empire's lineup, regardless of the last pick, which is gonna be a Juggernaut.
Well, sometimes it can be difficult to split push against Night Stalker, but right now this game that's their only catch. So until Rubik has some items, so you should be able to split up the map, farm. We're gonna need once again we're gonna need to wait for Bat Rider to get his blink, probably a Force Staff, and they just need to be careful about how they fight into Undying. Shadow Fiend is no doubt gonna have that early mechanism, and they're gonna be very strong when they hit that timing. Maybe dodging fights until they're ready is the way to go.
How would you judge them being ready? With a Blink Dagger?
Viper Mech, Bat Rider Blink, Luna, couple items, not sure.
Well, keep your eyes open, guys. It is game 2, Team Empire versus Team OG with Odie Pixel and Draskell.
Indeed, I'm Odie Pixel. This is Draskell. OG Dota versus Team Empire. Game 2 has begun. And Andy, we're seeing it come out again. Silent back on his Luna. He's done it a few times already this land. They're also running that Bat Rider. But OG, they've got Miracle Shadow Fiend. And Miracle Shadow Fiend, without a doubt, has got to be one of the best Shadow Fiends in the world right now.
Yeah, I mean, 8,000 matchmaking points, right? That's what you got to come back to. And this guy is played phenomenally throughout the entire tournament, so I would expect nothing less here in Game 2 in this best 5 series against Empire.
I do like this. I do like this smoke up straight away from Empire. They could find some action here. They're going to be able to ward themselves in. Shards going to be thrown out. Telekinesis onto Funnick. The fight will begin. They'll try and move on to Crit. Crit gets himself up with the Blade Fury there from No-Tail. Heading on to 2. The first blood is going to go the way of Empire. They'll take down 1, but now the turnaround. They've found 1. They've found 2. It's a double kill for No-Tail. They might even get more for him. There's going to be more. They'll get a 3rd kill here for the side of OG. And now Silent could be in trouble as well. They're going to have a low. I was trying to do the best, but the Void comes out. Fly moving forward as well. He's got another decay. It will be dropped. Silent will just be able to get himself out here. No fear. And a low dance hitting away at Fly. But look how many stacks he's got. He's got 54 points of strength. Fly will just walk it off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the game 3 for 1. OG taking the biscuit there. And Empire, well, not the smoke that they were hoping for. They did get first blood, but they gave so much to Jug.
Yeah, if you watch this replay, we're going to be showing here in a second. Shout out to the Score Esports. The Shards here, they commit so hard onto the Rubik. Juggernaut just comes in. He's spinning on 2 heroes simultaneously. Raises come through for Miracle. The damage coming out from OG in this fight is just way, way too high. And that's also including Fly's Decay, which at the end of that fight, he had almost 1,200 HP. So it was not the greatest engagement from Empire.
OG were absolutely ready for that. I mean, they were lucky that they got Silent out here as well when Fly was chasing them down. Silent only just escaping. Well, that's certainly a way that OG are going to be happy with starting this game. And now the lanes will settle down. No-Tail once again farming on this off lane with the Rubik backing him up, trying to contest Silent's farm. Silent, of course, has got the backup of the Dazzle. He's going to be making the pulls. So they're going to send the Undying down here as well. So content with leaving Moon on his own against this Funnick Batrider, which, well, bottom lane, in fact, they might actually find something here. Silent, he's in a Blade Fury. No-Tail's chasing it down the hill. I don't know if it's going to be enough, and it's not. Another kill for No-Tail on a killing spree at 1 minute into the game, Draskell.
I think, honestly, if that level 1 fight doesn't happen and No-Tail doesn't start the game with boots, that kill also is not possible, because Luna is one of the fastest heroes in the game outside of Enchantress at level 1. And he has Stout and boots, so I'm assuming that he came to the lane with Stout Shield, probably trying to farm, and that pretty much means that Silent dies in extra time. So Empire really off to a shaky start here. They really need mid to do well, because they're committing a lot to this off lane right now from OG. And if they can have the Viper dominate Miracle a little bit, there aren't going to be any stacks for him either. That could be where Empire are looking right now.
Tuss. He's going to walk into Fly here. Fly. Just give him the quick decay. Yeah, I think, well, as you said, Empire, yeah, they're going to send more heroes down it. They're going to have No Fair hanging around on the Tusk as well, still just sitting on the level 1. In mid lane Resolution, he is having a good time against Miracle. 10 for 4 against 5 for 1. So the fact that OG are kind of putting their supports towards the bottom lane is having this, impact on the mid lane where Miracle is struggling a little bit.
Yeah, but this needs to be the case for Empire now. Since the safe lane had already kind of struggled due to the kills that happened in the first fight, Funnick and Resolution both need to have good laning phases. If that happens, they get an early blink. I would very much see Empire turning this game around in their favor. But if for whatever reason something goes wrong, or the Night Stalker has good rotations during the first night and they manage to get some of the solo laners down from Empire, OG I could see running over this game.
On this top lane, Moon just dropping the Void, moving on to Funnick. Funnick a little low on mana. Moon has to be a bit careful. The napalm stacks were beginning to build up. Mid lane. Got Fly, he has got an inventory. Now he's going to drop the Tombstone and start moving with the raises. The right clicks. Fly, he's out of mana. Isn't going to be quite enough to bring down Resolution. But a nice attempt nonetheless from OG. Bottom lane, No-Tail and Carnage moving forward. They've got the Telekinesis. Silent drops a Lucid Beam. No-Tail's got the Blade Fury. They will have the Tusk Snowball to buy themselves some time, but No-Tail was hoping that they could maybe drag them back, but they did snowball across the creep wave. And yeah, indeed, as you said, No Fear using the skill to the best of his ability.
Yeah, this should pretty much keep them safe. And in terms of overall CS, Empire actually edging out OG in both of the solo lanes. We talked about the importance of that. It's definitely a good sign for them. You're going to want that early mech on the Viper of Resolution.
Oh, again, Telekinesis on Dofa. They don't have the mana here for the Blade Fury. One charge will be popped. Lucid Beam holding No-Tail back. They've got the Snowball. It's going to be across. No-Tail dodges the stun. A lower dance is there as well with a heal, so No-Tail can't afford to go any deeper, and they won't find themselves the kill this time.
At the very least, they're not dying anymore. Empire have that going for them. The early game has not gone too amazing, but this lane from OG, they're still getting the Juggernaut a lot of farm. Starting to zone Silent a bit more here, top lane.
Top lane, Funnick. Could be in trouble. There's a Void again in 4 seconds. Moon, he may commit to this one. Funnick. Okay. Moon's going to play it. careful, not feeling that he could go deep enough to get that second void through. And
It's
Funnick
good
will
enough.
survive.
Because if you look at what Funnick has right now, he has no regen, so best case scenario for him, he actually walks all the way back to base, and that means that Moon gets like 2 or 3 free creep waves. So right now he's already level 5, halfway to level 6. He's had a pretty solid laning phase so far, considering he was up against that Batrider, but Funnick, drastic changeup from game 1, he is leading the board in CS.
And in terms of CS, it may be looking good for the top lane, maybe looking good for the mid, but Silence Luna is falling way behind.
It is a bit of concern for Empire, but at the same time, I think with the Viper and the Bat both doing well, then Funnick can maybe get his blink timing a little bit sooner. He could look to try to take fights that way. That can get Silent back into the game, but every time you pick Luna, you kind of have to assume the enemy is going to try to pressure you because this hero is not good in aggressive
Jump with the
lanes.
phase, moving forward, no tell. The team's actually going to get cancelled here, so Lohar Dance is on his own, hiding in the tree line. They're not aware of it at the moment.
Was under attack.
Lohar Dance has just got to hope that they don't come looking for him, as the OG really asserting the dominance on this lane.
Are fortified.
They'll clear out the creep wave,
Radiant's bottom
and
tower
they'll look to
is
continue
under
to push,
attack.
try and take this tier 1. Silent just being held back away from any kind of farm that he can hope to get his hands on. And OG will look to take a tier 1 here 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, this lane went from kind of bad to really bad real quick, and it's pretty much just because of the Undying. They can't fight into the Tombstone. They just don't have the heroes for it.
Radiant's bottom
And the Tombstone's being dropped. Silent, he'll turn and give it a touch. The shard's coming out, but it's not going to block off No Tail. No Tail still has the Blade Fury. Phase boost up in a second, but the telekinesis, the snowball again, doing a lot of work here. They're getting a huge amount of damage with the Blade Fury, but it is a deep snowball. Shallow Grave onto himself. They'll try and turn off the kill on Fly. Fly's going to be able to walk it off. No Tail moving in onto No Fear will be able to get the kill. Dominating streak now. They do take down Dazzle as well. So OG getting 2 more kills down on this bottom lane, and Empire just unable to find anything in return.
It's really rough right now for Empire. Funnick's Blink Dagger timing is going to be crucial here. He is going to get potentially Tower Dove here, top lane.
And Moon's going for it this time. Funnick will get taken down. Moon with the solo kill, and in fact, well, he might. No, okay, he's not going to think about going for more, or is he? I think he's contemplating it. He's going to go back in. No, he's going to go back out. Dancing around there with the Dazzle. But things going from good to better here for OG. 7-1 at the moment. It is still all about the Resolutions Viper. You know, his farm has been decent. He's still a little bit of a way off getting that mech out. Oh, Miracle. We've talked about the Miracle runes before. He hasn't got any points to the record, but he might not need it. 1 raise. Yeah, that's... Miracle Invis rune doing the job again here at the 6-minute mark.
This is a... Well, we've seen a lot of laning phases so far in this tournament not go so great. And for Empire, I think this might be one of the hardest laning phases that I've seen anyone have so far in the LAN finals here at the Asus ROG Dreamleague. And they're going to try to come back here a bit.
Moon is there to back him up. The Tombstone has been dropped. Fly getting off the decay and the Soul Rip. He's healing himself up here. Resolution trying to commit, trying to find the kill. Will find it, so they'll bring down Fly. But now No Tail from the back coming in with the Blade Fury. He'll find himself the kill onto the Dazzle. And now with the telekinesis holding Resolution in place, it's a double kill for No Tail. 3-4. As again, OG just absolutely destroying Empire in this early game in game 2. 7 minutes, 11 for 2 on the board.
The advantage right now at 7 minutes is 4,000 gold and 3,000 experience. That is a gigantic lead in top lane.
Yeah. No Tail's here, and he has got that Omni Slash. If Moon can control Funnick to allow No Tail to close the gap, and I think he can, No Tail, he's going to have the face boost up in a second.
Radiant's middle tower
And he should be able to, he's not even in, he's the ult. Walks in, takes the kill, kill secure there for No Tail. 7 kills, 2 assists. This man has had pretty much the best start on a Juggernaut that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, the aggressive lane from OG just completely shut down Empire's safe lane. And the other problem too is, I think maybe No Fear put a little bit too much emphasis on bottom. I think that lane is kind of lost just based on hero matchup. Maybe it would have been better for him to rotate mid and try to get some ganks going on the Shadow Fiend. Because you saw Fly, he even rotated as an Undying and managed to help get a kill on Resolution. So that being said, I think the Tusk, it's not really been able to do a whole lot, and maybe it would have been better for him to just rotate and try to help out Funnick or help out Resolution in some way. Make OG's lane split up, because originally OG only had 2 heroes down there. It was just the Rubik and the Juggernaut. And then they realized, okay, well, we can just go and do our own thing with the trial lane, and there's not really any answer from Empire. If they have the 2 supports down here, they can't engage into us.
Lane Empire smokes out, they're going to jump in onto Moon. Moon will get the ultimate off, but he's been lassoed up by Funnick, bringing him back into the 4-man Moon. Will they be able to keep him alive? Fly's coming through, but he's not going to be able to do anything to save this man. Look at the kill on the Knives, talking out Empire, trying to move forward for more. Tombstone will be dropped, they're trying to find Fly, heals himself with the Soul Rip. Can they kill him? Yes, they can. Double kill here for Resolution on the Viper. They're finding the trade here, Empire, and they will get No Fear out just in time. And this time, Empire find 2 kills, and they don't lose anything in return, so some real nice play from them there in the mid lane.
That was very, very needed. It puts Resolution a lot closer to the mech. It's only 9 minutes in. Seems like a much longer game, but that's just because of how much action we've been seeing. And mostly OG going to be on the better end of it so far. Empire is starting to fight back a little bit. Funnick right now, he's a little under halfway to his Blink Dagger. This is still the item we're going to be looking to really turn the game in their favor. We mentioned how good it was against Shadow Fiend on the panel, being able to pull him out of position and potentially just get that really easy kill to kick things off.
Resolution starting to move it on to Miracle. No fear. Won't quite be able to sharp block him here. Miracle will be able to walk it off, and it's going to be a bit of a hard target to jump on now that he's got that Treads, Aquila, and Buckler done. Pretty damn tanky at this point of the game. 1k health and 14 armor on the Shadow King.
Yeah, this hero is extremely beefy, and he's actually got very high CS considering he didn't have anyone stacking for him. That's the one downside of what OG actually decided to do, is you don't get the jungle stacks, and I think he was pretty much doing it for himself for the early part of the game.
Funnick moving in with the Firefly here onto Moon. Moon is going to fight back here. He's got a Void again in a second, and Funnick, oh boy, this man's in a lot of trouble, and Funnick, he's overstepped the mark. Moon reaches over the cliff and gets himself the kill, and
that's
Funnick
the second
just
solo kill.
Underestimating the power of the Night Stalker.
2 times he's
Silent
been solo killed.
with the Eclipse, moving in onto Fly. It's not going to be enough. Miracle with the Red Queen for the high ground will slow down the 3 of them. So they won't be able to chase down for more, and well, OG are here. There's going to be the steal.
He
he stole
Eclipse.
the Eclipse. Crit. There will be a snowball, and he gets the Eclipse off in time, but it does a fair bit of damage. It's not enough. Empire will find the kill. As flashy as the steal was, it doesn't matter. Empire do take down the Rubik. Now they are in a position to push if they wish to do so on this top lane.
And just showcasing the first time Empire's 5-man actually groups up together. A very nice steal from Crit. Unfortunately, everyone being in the area makes Eclipse a heck of a lot weaker, especially when you don't have any backup from your team. And this is a really good thing for Empire. I mean, they're potentially going to get this tier 1. Looks like OG are already moving across the map. They want to go for a farm in the jungle, maybe even get the rune secured here for Miracle. I guess that's a Miracle / S4 rune, right? The haste? Is that what we're calling it now? He's had some pretty good rune luck so far.
He has. I mean, every game with Miracle, he's always doing something with the runes. I think that's what it is that's different to some of the other players. The fact that every time Miracle has a rune, he's always making something happen. Now he'll look to go into the Roshan pit. He's got No Tail there, as well as his buddy Flight. They should be able to do this. Empire still with a 4-man up on the top lane. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything to contest this, and it's going to be very hard to do so if they wish to try, because OG have the full 5-man around the pit, and Roshan now at less than half health.
It's a really nice move from OG. They just realized, having the healing ward early, this lineup is very good at killing Roshan, and they don't have to really commit a lot. Like, sure, they're here in force, but just a Shadow Fiend in the Jug would have been enough. Would have taken a tiny bit longer. Miracle picks up the Aegis. Empire now deciding that it's probably a good idea to get the heck out of dodge. You don't really want to fight right now. You do have Eclipse up in about 30 seconds, but again, it's a very risky engagement for them, and I don't think they're going to get anything big, even if they do take this.
Let's see if OG want to do anything about it, and they do. They totally do. Smoked up and making a beeline for the Dire jungle, and Empire, are they going to get themselves out of this one?
It's a good back. Like, you do not want to fight. It's just not worth the risk. We saw last game Empire take one really big risk when they walked into the Roshan pit and they wanted to try to get that Aegis away from OG, and how badly it hurt them.
Oh, Funnick. He's only 50 gold away from that Blink Dagger. Is he going to be able to buy it before he dies? No, yes he is. He got it. He did get it. OG get the kill, but Funnick does manage to get that Blink, and that's pretty big there for Empire.
The Blink Dagger timing, it's still not actually that bad. I mean, 13 minutes and a 1v1. He actually had 4 deaths up until that point, and he still gets it around 13, so that's not too terrible. I think the hard part is playing it around Night Stalker, right? Because you're going to have to play into darkness, and sometimes finding that lasso is not going to be so easy, especially that really doesn't come online until you have Blink and Force Staff. And you're also playing into Crit's Rubik, who has shown in the past that he has very good reaction time. So you got to also be cautious of those lifts, because if you go in for a lasso and you get lifted right away, your team can't really help you.
As you push tier 2 falling, Resolution. Moving in, Miracle. He's got himself a bit of time left on this haste rune, and also that Aegis. It's going to be a very hard target for them to jump on if they wish to try and fight. They'll throw out the shards. They'll trap up the Shadow Fiend here. Moving forward as well. Trying to get the slows out. Not really yet fully committing. Empire, they do have that Eclipse ready on silent. Miracle now down to half health. Rune's actually coming in for the sidelines of the Tombstone's being drawn. Omni Slash deleting the dazzle from the fight. The Crippling Fear's onto No Fear, so there isn't going to be any snowball. Blade Fury as well for No-Tail. A double kill for the Jug. Telekinesis onto Resolution. Silent does get out the Eclipse. Trying to fight Resolution, went for the TP. It doesn't work. Doesn't matter about the Eclipse. They don't get
stole it
anything.
again. Oh my
GG
God.
is called. And in game 1, Empire may have shown some hope, but game 2 is just a whole lot of nope, Andy. 18-5, 14 minutes in.
That was the most dominant performance we've seen so far.
OG are not messing about.
14-minute game. I think a lot of this goes down to the tri-lane from OG. Empire really wanted to protect their Luna. When you pick this hero, a lot of the time, you want to make sure that you have support sitting in the area, sacrificing it when you're trying to play around 5-man during the mid-game, which you obviously want to try when you have a Mech Viper and a Luna in conjunction with each other, and then you have the Bat Rider per pick. On paper, it sounds really good, but OG's tri-lane just could not be contested. And No Fear, with Aloha Dance sticking around the entire time and still not really accomplishing much during the early game, I think really hindered any chance they had of taking this.
Absolutely, just no tails, Jug. 9 kills, 4 assists, didn't die at all.
It was a dream game for him.
It literally was.
There was no pressure because Tusk Dazzle against Juggernaut as a core matchup is very easy for the Jug. Because Snowball comes in, you can just spin TP, unless you have a level 6 Tusk, which obviously, I mean, he hit 6 as the game